Jack Dorsey, the clown boy.
Guys and gals, me Mutahar. Throughout my time on YouTube, one of the things that I love to cover in some of the most popular videos is when I look at YouTubers that are just absolute degenerate idiots in society. You know, I
True. That's why I watch you mostly, by the way, Muda.
looked at so many YouTubers, people that fake their girlfriend's debts, people that, drown Peppa Pig. I looked at a lot of 3 a.m. channels that were just, straight up bangers. But to understand, the IRL streaming community these days has evolved into a degenerate rabbit hole of its own. And one of those rabbit holes, one that I'll be looking at, is nobody known as...
Every time I see violence in America, it puts a smile on my face. I'm not gonna lie. These American IRL streamers need to go harder, bigger, and we need more of them. Not gonna lie.
Jack Doherty. Now, to understand, I'm looking at a few YouTubers. One that I'm really excited to cover that's like a super long video is like Illuminati, because my god, that implosion has been insane. But before that, we're going to start off with a little tasting menu, okay? A little amuse-bouche into douchebaggery on the internet. Now, Jack Doherty is a very popular YouTuber, 13.1 million subscribers, and some of his oldest videos was literally him unboxing Black Ops 3, backflip progressions, prank calling a killer clown. Oh no, he contacted Ronnie McDonnie, and Ronnie McDonnie was scary. Now, this is a kid, so I'm obviously not going to, talk about his content and, make fun of him in that regard. This is a kid. We all do dumb stuff as kids, okay? It is what it is.
Fair.
But I'm not here looking at him as a child. I'm looking at him as a man, and barely a shell of a man.
Oh, man, yeah, I was going to say that. That's, I saw yesterday on Twitter a video of him and some old dudes. Yeah, there's not a lot of man there.
Some of the most recent content is stuff where he sits around and talks about sneaking into a Kanye concert with a fake Kanye, okay? Kanye West, prank mall shut down. Giving strangers PS5s for Christmas.
Wow, that's not a lot of views for a channel with 13 million subscribers. Wow, sad.
Jumped at a Denny's. Dog, how's that an actual video? Every Denny is a PvP zone, okay? Let's get out of here.
Every American fast food restaurant is a literal boxing ring, as much as I can tell. You want the best scrap? Go to a Wendy's. You want to fight until death? Waffle Shack, I guess. You want to put your life on the line for something stupid? KFC.
Now, Jack has basically embroiled himself with kick streamers of the dumbest variety. And one of the first actual videos I ever saw of him was from FouseyTube. Now, for those of you who remember...
the legend FouseyTube himself, man. He gave up. He could have got diamonds. He gave up, so, man, when FouseyTube accidentally finally deletes his Minecraft character, that will be the peak story, okay? FouseyTube is a diamond in the rough. All of his 15 mental illnesses are beautiful, and I love them so much. Again, I love FouseyTube. I love him for all the wrong reasons, because I want to see the grand ending.
FouseyTube, literally a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, almost 3. It was actually running kick streams where he was just going crazier and crazier and crazier, doing some borderline illicit stuff, absolutely making a fool of himself to the point where he ended up swatting himself, went to a mental health facility, came out of it, learned nothing, by the way.
Because yeah, of course, it's FouseyTube. Like, come on, dude, if he actually learned something from a mental institution, I would call it fake.
Fousey is a man that if you give him a crumb of clout, his humbleness goes away and his ego shoots to the stratosphere.
Yeah.
That said,
that's the best part about it.
Though, ladies and gentlemen, he was ending up assaulting this kid, Jack Doherty, at his house.
Nice.
And for a brief moment, I actually had some respect for him because he handled himself pretty well in front of this 30-year-old man-child, and I actually had some slight respect in this brief moment. That respect absolutely waned when I realized how dumb this kid was in reality.
Why would you
we're
have
gonna play a few
respect for
clips
him?
From the old Jack Doherty files here, and we're gonna see exactly the kind of badass alpha man that he is.
Oh, this I know.
What? Little bro, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, little bro?
Oh, I have also seen this. bruh, I wish that someone, ends him. It would be so delicious. And by end, I mean obviously delete his Minecraft character because it probably means a lot to him.
So I love the security guard in this situation. The guy clearly did not go to college, failed at a lot of things, and now...
Dude, by the way, let me ask this for you Americans in the Second Amendment. So, you have this bodyguard, right? And then you try to approach this, and the bodyguard obviously just, stands in front of you or touches you. If he touches you, is it fair game? Is he fair game because he has technically assaulted you? I mean, bruh. Someone needs to do the hero stuff. I mean, it's America, come on. This will be eternal fame and fortune for you. Imagine that. You scared everyone of being his bodyguard, and then he has to live the rest of his life in eternal fear.
Now he's working security for a complete man-child, or I guess an actual child. I mean, the security guard is not obviously making the smart choices in life, personally speaking. And he's looking into the camera in a way to tell us and remind us that, yes, he also understands the failure here. Now,
no, he's not.
Obviously, the security guard gets into the way, and Jack looks like a total pansy. Because if you ever, respect the guy, and again, I feel like the audience is also important in this situation. If you're somebody that sits there and thinks, yeah, this guy's badass, and you see this clip, then we might need to have you medically assessed, because there is no way Jack looks like the cool kid in any of this. He looks like an absolute baby. And the security guard, literally, he's given the same face, and I will offer this to the security team. I will pay 5 times whatever Jack is paying, just so you don't defend him. Just so you...
He probably can't afford that if we're being completely real.
Step out of the way, okay? I will outbid the private security just to see what happens here. Now, again, looking into the comments, it's not just me calling this out. Obviously, the top comment is messing with people and then hiding behind the security when confronted. What a loser. I don't agree.
Makes sense.
When you feel useless, remember this guy exists. Thank you. This is why I have a security guard, so I can be completely ignorant to people in public without any real-life consequences.
Ignorant? Yeah, no, he knows what he's doing.
Which I don't entirely agree with. Scrolling down a little bit, one comment comes out, "You're not bulletproof, dude. One day you're going to mess with the wrong one." And I agree with this commenter. Now, there's a few people that jerk themselves off thinking about the downfall of this kid in a very fatal way, and I just want to stress by saying I don't...
Yeah, I do. Yeah, but I would like to see that. I'm not gonna lie, I would. That would be great. I mean, the only reason that he exists is for this grand moment.
Actually agree with that at all. As annoying as you can be, obviously, I don't want to see you dead. But the thing is, when you mess with people like this in reality, as we saw with that Tanner idiot, the TikTok prankster, that got shot in a food court.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, no matter who you are, no matter what security guard you're carrying, if you mess with the wrong person or the unhinged person on a bad day, then they're going...
Hey, it's America. Every day is bad and everyone is unhinged, bruh. Ha! The odds are against them.
To give you your final day. They're just gonna whip out a gun and shoot you, or you might come across somebody that looks scrawny, but they're gonna punch you so hard in the heart and your security guard, they're gonna blow your heart anime style. It's gonna be insane. You will eventually come across the one person that will do you in. This kid is literally the definition of F around and find out. And honestly...
Yeah, and then he's gonna Naruto run away, obviously.
I couldn't care. Because at the end of the day, I come from a good place. If Jack, you really care about your well-being, you probably don't want to do this. But if you're there to make content, then I'll just continue laughing at it. Because clearly, he doesn't care about his life. Why should I? Okay, who cares? One of my other favorite clips is this one right here, where he comes across as an even bigger loser. Watch this.
Yeah, this is the newest one.
Let's go.
Yeah, this is the newest one.
Watch your language. There's kids around here.
I didn't say any curse words. What'd I say?
Just watch your language.
What'd I say?
You got a stupid shirt on over there.
Yeah. Your kids can't read, though.
What are you talking about?
Your kids can't read, can they?
I'm seeing your kids watch.
Get
away from
you
me.
started talking to me, buddy.
Get away from me.
You get away from me. Watch your kids. Go walk away.
Now, eventually, there's a fight that starts that I cut out because I'm not trying to upload fights to my channel. Now, at this moment, whatever,
man, I wanted to see
like I thought about the security guard, I actually think the security guard is just as bad as Jack. Okay, and I'll explain why. Okay, in the previous clip,
Of course he's as bad as him. Like, do you think he's doing this out of anything else but money? The security guards are probably fighting over these idiot live streamers because they're hoping that, because one, they probably pay extremely well. That's first of all. Second of all, there's a chance you get a Lambo. There's a chance you get a golden watch or something like that. Bruh, that's a lot of money.
the security guard kind of got into the middle of it because that's what he was paid for. In this clip, he's clearly also antagonizing the other people too. Jack is clearly antagonizing a family. This is a family location. You probably shouldn't be wearing shirts that have swears on them, and you probably shouldn't be throwing out swears in a...
I mean, no, that they actually can do that. There's nothing wrong with it. If you think there's something wrong with it, I get where you're coming from, honestly. Yeah, probably. It's not the moral thing to do, but you can't tell them no. You can't tell them, oh, you shouldn't wear that there. It is what it is.
A public area anyways. It's just common decency. But going up to somebody and then telling them, back off...
I mean, common decency in Canada is telling your doctor my leg hurts, and then their reply is, well, have you considered self-dilation? That's common decency in Canada.
Security guard gets in, just makes you look like a fucking baby. And the security guard clearly isn't a good security guard because he's also antagonizing in the situation too. So honestly, the fact that he pushed these two like adults, middle-aged people down while being visibly larger is no sign of being a badass. They antagonize the situation. Then they...
Dude, someone just needs to constantly follow Jack Dorsey around and screen obscenities. And that's pretty much it. Until they get punched by the security. Okay, so the thing about this security guard, as much as I can honestly tell, is the fact that most likely he's stupid enough to actually throw the punch. And then you can sue Jack Dorsey for it, probably. That's my assumption, that there is probably a way to sue Jack Dorsey because, you know, it's his fault that it happens in the first place. So that would be pretty hilarious, honestly, in my opinion.
Guard because he's also antagonizing in the situation too. So honestly, the fact that he pushed these two like adults, middle-aged people down while being visibly larger is no sign of being a badass. They antagonize the situation, then they attack these individuals as well too. And yes, in one of the clips, I will clarify that this guy...
Full context, they did get attacked first. Yeah.
White attacked first, the security guard got in, but again, the primary antagonizer in this situation really is these two clowns, and it really shows me why the security guard is working this job in particular, because I don't think he's really qualified to do anything else. But what happens when Jack, the badass Doherty, doesn't actually have his security guard present?
Why? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, he's just being hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
Don't be stupid, don't use me as content.
Wait, I can't hear that last part.
If you use me as content, it's not going to go the way you think it's going to go. So I advise you to walk away, all right? Don't use me as content. Because the content you're going to get is going to be a lot different, right? So please step away. Thank you. I appreciate it so much.
Okay.
Walk away.
That's pretty good.
I love how he backed up like a little baby, dude. This is what happens when Jack doesn't have security, and even if he had his like baby security guard, this Man Mountain Montane Rainbow Six Siege Bass.
This actually looks like this is his friend or something. There was the guy. Is that the same guy? Yeah, it is the same guy. You can tell from the back. So they're actually two also. So yeah, that would be nice. Again, it's only a matter of time. Everyone knows it. And everyone can smile about it.
I'm gonna screw around with Jack or the security guard. This is the kind of dude that I was talking about. One punch from this guy, and you're already on in the Andromeda Galaxy. You're like gone at that point. You are floating, brother. And again, this guy wasn't screwing around. He basically put...
That's where the Mass Effect for the tired face is happening, so that's like hell.
Jack in his place. Now, for context, the account that posted this, Drama Alert here, said that Jack Doherty used a fake ID to get into a club and got pressed by the security. Again, I don't believe this because if he was bringing, like, fake identifications, I'm pretty sure the cops would have gotten involved.
No, cops don't get involved with if someone just tells you to go out of a club because there's no proof of fake ID. You need to call the cops for them to care.
involved in this situation. Doesn't seem like the case over here, but Jack, visibly being a child in this situation, probably wasn't able to get into
Well, having fake documents on you is a crime no matter what, but, you know, still.
the club. And the bouncer pretty much told him, listen, kid, I don't care who you are. Even if you were a badass, you're still not getting in. Get out. This is like Jack whenever he has no security present. Now, when his baby security guard is present, he still can't defend his, like, boss. Watch this clip.
Y'all gotta shake hands. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. We're cool. I'm good.
Nice.
So this guy that comes in, I had to cut the clip short because I'm not uploading violent fights onto the platform. Don't know what YouTube's idea is. Jack still gets beaten up in front with his security guard present.
Nice.
So again, even if the security guard is there, obviously they're not a trained or good security guard. They have messed up deliberately in their life. And if it sounds harsh, it's because it is. These are two losers that the world should be making fun of because they're not alpha brain men that we should be following. If you're a creator, if you're not just a creator, sorry. If you're like a viewer that thinks this guy is cool or this content is cool, see, this is where I get into a situation where it's not just Jack. Jack is very much still a kid, okay? And the reason why I'm going a little bit lighter with the gloves on is because this kid is not my age, all right? He's not close to 30. He's not like, he doesn't have all of this experience. Jack is still a child that has...
Oh my god! If Mona... Oh my god, this is sad. If Monahad is not actually 30, this is... Dude, he's gonna look as absolute dog piss when he's probably 40. Oh my lord, this is not good.
Has a lot of money
Oof.
given to him, a lot of money that he's fallen
Oof.
into. His ego's through the roof, and right now he thinks he's on top of the goddamn world. Jack is somebody that better make it, and it appears that he has, because he has no actual marketable skills, okay? It's not like he's a computer engineer, lawyer, doctor, somebody with an actual talent, a trade that they can make money out
None of those things are talents.
of, okay? Or something that can survive beyond YouTube. This is all they have. So for Jack, it's this short-term phase where he's got to make a lot of fucking money. He's got to be as popular as he can. Videos like this help. Because in the
He probably doesn't know that, by the way, himself. Just FYI.
long term, no brand's going to want to work with some kid that's this toxic. And he better succeed in the short term right here and right now.
Really?
Because this level of fame only lasts for so long. That also said, I have no real respect for anything this kid or his security guard or his team really does. What Jack is a complete nuisance to society. And Jack is the prime example of FAFO. One day he will come across somebody
FAFO? Oh, got it.
or some person that will absolutely do them in or give them a run for their money. Right now, he's smart. Obviously, Jack is just playing around and, like, family-friendly.
Smart? Anyway, this was Quizzer Said. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a nice day. Remember, Jack Dorsey is smart.